So where do I begin with this video? I don't know where to begin because there's so much to talk about. Earlier in the day, I was watching another football fan, his YouTube. It's an Eagles fan, and this fan likes to talk a lot of shit about his team. Whether win or lose, he likes to talk a lot of shit. He likes to talk how his players ain't shit when they lose and whatnot, right? And then when they win, he will, he'll congratulate them, say they did a good job, but then he'll go on a rant and talk about whatever player fucked up and call him a bitch and blah, 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 whatever. By now, you know who I'm talking about. I know we've all seen his videos. It's that EDP445? Eat that pussy 445, and that's who it is. I don't have a problem with him. I don't. If he wants to talk bad about his team, and that's cool, let him talk about his team. I don't give a shit. Don't give a fuck. But when you talk about the Cowboys and their fan base, and how we ain't shit, and how we're stupid, and how we're dumb, and how we don't know what the fuck we're talking about when it comes to football, fuck you, dude. Like, I know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to football. I know I do. I don't know what Cowboy fans you're talking to that are, what did you say? That the Philly ain't shit, but I fucked your mom or blah blah. Was that? I mean, I don't know what Cowboy fan telling you that shit, but you talking to the wrong Cowboys fans if those fans are the ones talking shit to you, buddy. I mean, you talk about how the only 5 Cowboy fans that you can have a legitimate conversation with were the 5 fucking friends that you have that are Cowboy fans. Those are the only ones? Dude, talk to me about the Cowboys. You want to talk to a real Cowboy fan about the Cowboys and their team? You want to have a real conversation with a Cowboy fan? Come talk to me, buddy. Alright? Come talk to me, because I will have a legitimate conversation with you, and I will point out every single point of what the Cowboys do and why they do it. Alright? I mean, you kind of pushed a button there with me, because I am a Cowboy fan. If you just sit there and say that we're stupid, that we're dumb, we're slow, that we're retarded, fuck you, man. Who the fuck are you to say that about me and my fan base? And the Cowboys fan base, huh? Who are you to say that? Because you just a fat fuck. I bet you never played fucking football before, bro. Like, for real. Like, I bet you're the type of guy that sat on the sideline the whole time and never got picked to play. And the only reason why he did get picked to play when he did get picked was because his friends felt bad for him. That's what you sound like. You sound like that guy that wanted to play so bad and never got to play, that all he does is sit on the sidelines and talk shit the whole fucking time, thinking like he's badass. Nah, bro. Not even close. I mean, you sit there and say you know football and you know this and you know that. You don't. I watch your videos and you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You don't. I mean, yeah, there's some points you make about your players, yeah, but when it comes to other teams, dude, just I wouldn't say shit. I wouldn't say shit. Like, you're talking about Dak Prescott, about he likes to dink and dunk, and he ain't shit, that his longest reception is like 20, 25 yards, 30 yards, while Carson Wentz is taking his shots downfield, throwing for 60-yard pass receptions, or whatever bullshit he's done. Dak Prescott is a fucking smart quarterback. Why the hell is he going to risk throwing downfield when he has no deep threat? When his deep threat is fucking hurt on the sideline. Why? Why? Have you ever heard the term, if it ain't broke, don't fix it? Huh? Have you ever heard that? Because he's dinking and dunking, and it's working. He's throwing it down, checking it down to Cole Beasley, checking it down to Jason Witten, and it's working. It's working. No one's been able to stop Cole Beasley yet. No one's really been able to stop Jason Witten. And you know what's awesome? Is that when he dumps it down there, he makes those short passes. You know what that does? That opens up the running game. And Ezekiel Elliott running behind that offensive line that you praise so much. You know, I I hardly hear you praise anybody, but you do. I'll give you that. You praise the Dallas Cowboys offensive line. Now, here's the one thing that is not so true. You said they have the greatest line in NFL history. They have the second greatest line in NFL history. The first greatest line in NFL history is the Great Wall of Dallas. Mark Stepnoski. Who else? Mark Stepnoski. Eric Williams. They had Larry Allen at one point. Nate Newton. Who else? Gorgon or Gorgon, I think what his name was. Him. Like, they had some nasty motherfuckers on the line. Nasty motherfuckers. That right there was the number one offensive line in NFL history. That line right there. Because you know what? That line helped Emmitt Smith, the majority of his career, get to the rushing title. Alright? That's what they did. Now back to the Cowboys at hand. Your whole video, bro, talked about Dak Prescott being a bitch, being a crybaby, being a dude who can't throw the ball downfield. Why? It's called smart play calling. If he can't find nothing downfield, he's going to Cole Beasley, he's going to Jason Witten, or he's going midfield to Terrence Williams. That's it, and it's working, right? It's working. And then, like I said, when that works, so does the running game. Why do you think Ezekiel Elliott, because of that offensive line, why do you think he is running on average for 117 yards per game? Why do you think he just shoved it down the number one rush defense in the league against the Packers? Why? Because that line tears shit up. That line makes holes for Ezekiel to run, and Alfred Morris. Alfred Morris is what? The few carries that he does get, he's averaging 3.6 yards per carry. I mean, that line is doing wonders. I mean, and if you think that your D-line is going to overpower our offensive line, you got another thing coming. And then you were talking about blitzing the corners and whatnot. And if they do that, if they blitz the corners, you have the quickest motherfucker coming off the line in Cole Beasley. Dak is smart enough to know, let me get it down to Cole real quick. And if you keep blitzing too much, you're going to over blitz, and it's going to be a run play, and you're going to have Ezekiel bust for another 60-yard run. It's going to happen. I mean, the reason why you've been able to stop other offenses is because they're one-dimensional, dude. They can either run the ball or pass it, and they can't do both. Cowboys have been able to do both. Alright? Our numbers don't show it in the passing game, but you know what? Dak Prescott only has one interception. Right? In his first 6 games, 1 interception. In the first 6 games, Ezekiel Elliott has 803 yards, I believe is what it is. Excuse me. 803 yards. So, y'all have not faced an offense like ours. You haven't. So you talk about your defense is a top defense, and Fletcher Cox and Malcolm Jenkins and all these motherfuckers that are badass, this and that. They haven't faced an offense like this, dude. They haven't faced a smart quarterback like Dak Prescott. They haven't faced a physical runner like Ezekiel Elliott. Hasn't happened, bro. Hasn't happened. So we're going to see Sunday, dude. We're going to see. Alright? But don't you sit there and talk shit about the Cowboy fan base and say that we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Because, bro, you need to come talk to me if you want to talk about football. If you want to talk about Eagles, Cowboys football. Check your ass and come talk to me, alright? Come talk to me and I'll set the record straight. I'll set shit straight. And you know what? I'm the type of guy that gives credit where credit is due, alright? Come talk to me, bro. I'm a Cowboys fan that knows what the fuck he's talking about, alright? So if you want some football knowledge, you want to talk some shit, just let me know, dude. Alright? I'm out.